Hi, Jordan Jimenez here. One issue in Dynamics GP within the report writer function is the ability to add additional fields to that particular report or form. A lot of times you might be emailing invoices or uploading documents and you have trouble because you want a specific field on that particular report, but it's just not available. With this skill, you'll be able to grab any value that's within GP and just add it right to your report. Let me show you how it's done. Go to the Microsoft Dynamics GP homepage. Keep in mind there are a couple of things that you need installed before you can add additional fields to your modified report. You need to make sure that the Developer tab is added to Microsoft Word, as well as the Microsoft Word add-in is added through the Dynamics GP CD installation. Once that's added, you'll be able to modify the report with a field list. There's also a couple of other windows you'll need to keep in mind. You're going to be using Tools, Customize, and Report Writer. You're also going to need to use Reports and Template Maintenance. Let's find the modified report. In this particular case, we're going to use the SOP blank invoice. Right-click on the modified report and click on Modify. That'll open up the report in Word. Remember when I talked about the Developer tab? Up at the very top is the Developer tab, and you can see that the field list is available here through Dynamics GP. If you don't have the Developer tab showing, go to File, then Options, click on Customize Ribbon, and you can check it off right here. The first thing we want to do is look at the report, and you can see at the very bottom there's a total value there. Now, what I want to do is I want to add a total, but I also want to add the currency ID before the amount. And you can see that that ID is not available here. Make a backup of the file. I always make a backup of the file first. So go to File, do Save As. I have a folder called Backup Templates. Go ahead and save it there. So save it into a new folder as well. I have a folder called New Templates, and I'm going to go ahead and save it there. You have the backup in the new file created. What we want to do next is go ahead and let's go to Report Writer and let's add the field, the currency ID that we want to add to this particular report. Microsoft Dynamics GP, Tools, Customize, and Report Writer. What we want to do is we want to develop a relationship between the sales transaction work and the currency information. So click on Tables at the top, and let's find the sales transaction work. Find SOP header work and open that table, and click on Relationships, and then click on Currency Setup. Currency Setup is where our field is located. Now, the difficult part in this is trying to find where your table is. I like to go to, and this allows you to search for your particular field. And you can see here you've got a number of different friendly names as well as technical names, and this will help you in terms of trying to find that right friendly name. Currency Setup. What you'll notice here is I have linked to the currency setup and the sales transaction work and MC currency setup key 1, the currency ID to the currency ID within the secondary table. This link is complete. Then click on OK and close out your windows. Next, open up the modified form that you want to go ahead and edit. Now that you have it linked, you can go ahead and click on Layout. And what you'll find here is very similar to the Word document that we had open. At the very bottom, we want to add in the report footer that value. You'll see here currency setup is now available. And let's go ahead and go to our ISO currency code, which is the one that I want to add. Drag it over. Make it a little bit bigger so you recognize it. And then go ahead and save this. Close out. The next piece here is we need to export the XML information so we can import it to our Microsoft Word. Go ahead and go where your report is. The report that I'm using is an invoice, so I'm going to go to Sales Transaction Entry, and I've already got one all filled out. Click on your invoices, make sure it's the blank, that's the one we're editing. Click on Print. This part is very important. Make sure you click on Standard instead of Template. Most likely you're going to have it on Template. Click on Standard, click on File, find XML data file. What we're doing here is we're going to import the XML information into the Word template. Find a file location, anywhere is fine. Data file on this screen, and click on Save. Click on OK. And what this does, it doesn't actually create an invoice to the screen or to your printer. It saves the XML data file that contains all of the information within that particular invoice to your file location. That way we can import that XML file to Word and your field is going to be available. Let's go ahead now and open up the file that we had before. And let's double click on the SOP blank invoice form that you saved as a backup. Click on the Developer tab at the top and click on Field List. This is the XML resource where all of your fields are available. In the report footer, you'll notice that I don't have the field for the ISO currency code. But now we're going to go ahead and remove this XML resource under Developer tab, Remove Source. Yes. We do not have one available anymore. And we're going to click on Developer, and we're going to add the source. Go to the XML files folder where you save the XML SOP XML file. Double click it. Now if we click on the XML resource that we imported, our report footer now has the MC Currency Setup ISO currency code. Drag and drop your field where you would like it. Let's save this new template here. Find your temp folder where all of your reports, your modified reports, are saved. Go to your new reports and copy and paste that report into your temp folder. Replace the file because you made a backup. Let's go back to reports and let's go to template maintenance. Open up the modified report. Click on the plus sign. Go to the temp folder. Make sure you add the right one here. Replace it. And also make sure that it's assigned to a company and it's a default as well. Now let's go back into Sales Transaction Entry and open up your invoice and go ahead and print it to the screen. You can see here now your ISO code is showing up just before the total amount. That's how you add an additional field to the dynamicsgp report writer function as well as the Word templates. Please feel free to email me with any questions or call me. My phone number is located on my website. Thank you.